keep on doing this. I like it. I get used to it now. Now you see, an optimist, he sees an opportunity in every problem. And a pessimist sees a problem in every opportunity. That's the difference. Now, I would like you to take 1 minute, all of you. And what you're going to do for 1 minute, now let me see what I'm going to do is, I'm going to split you now. This table here, and all here, I'm going to talk about pessimists. And the rest of the table here is going to talk about optimists. Around the table, for 1 minute only, here you discuss how can you recognize.
Sorry.
So this one is better. Well, is it working now? Yeah. So for 1 minute, can you please turn to the people sitting beside you and discuss, you here on this side, how do you recognize a pessimist? How is the pessimist looking, talking, walking, what are they thinking, and who are they? And here, discuss with the one sitting beside you, how do you recognize an optimist? What are they saying? What are they doing? Who are they? For 1 minute, starting from now. Discuss it. And we'll talk about it later. Okay? Pessimist, how do you recognize them? Can you talk around the table? Right now. An optimist here. Discuss it, and I'm going to talk to you in 1 minute. Okay, that's enough. Now we've got 1 minute. The optimist can wait a little bit, and let's talk to the pessimist now. Can you tell me one word? How does the pessimist look like? What are they saying? What are they doing? Who are they? Please. Are they? They're not alive. Yeah, exactly. They're not alive. You know, some of the pessimists, when you ask them, they are too old for this, or they can't do that, you know. That's right. Always no. They start everything with no. That's correct. No. Exactly. The wrong sign. Exactly. Anything more? How do you recognize them? Oh yes, they're lonely because who wants to be with a pessimist? Not me. They're depressed, absolutely. If anybody's depressed, you bet they are pessimists. Because the optimists, what would they say? No, I'm okay. So they will never take it down. That's correct. Anything more about the pessimist?
No goals.
They got no goals, absolutely. Because they don't believe they can make it anyway. That's true, absolutely. So the pessimists, they are on the negative side, isn't it? Correct. Now let's listen to the optimists now. Who are the optimists?
Beautiful.
They are beautiful people. Both inside and outside.
Winners.
They are winners, absolutely, yes. What more? Energetic, absolutely.
Upbeat.
Upbeat, you said upbeat?
Yeah.
Upbeat, absolutely. Hyper, absolutely. They are only happy. So I think you have the idea now. You know, let me tell you. And rich, absolutely. Yeah, of course, because the pessimists, they will always say, you know, I can't be rich because I'm born in the wrong family, you know, I don't have education, I don't look too nice, and so forth and so on. They blame everybody else but themselves. But the optimists, they will say, yes, I can do it, and I'm going to do it. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, I want to tell you a little story about the optimist. He lived more than 100 years ago, and his name was Thomas Alva Edison. Have you ever heard about him?
Yes.
He was the one that made it possible for us to have light over our heads here. He was the one who invented the light bulb, actually. Does anyone of you know how many times he tried before he managed to get light the first time? Do you know that? 10,000 times. How many of you have ever tried 10,000 times to do anything and failed? And failed? Well, you know, it's a strange thing, because at the time, for more than 100 years ago, he was trying his experiment to get this light bulb to light up. You know, there was a lot of negative, skeptical people running after him all the time. And there's a story going that it was a journalist that was after him all the time, saying, Mr. Edison, this is completely stupid. Why are you wasting your time to try to get light in this bulb? If you ever get it, nobody's going to have the interest of it anyway. He couldn't even understand, because we have all kind of oil lamps, so that's enough. He didn't understand and see the things that Edison saw. And he was after him. And one day it was written in the local newspaper that Thomas Edison, he had 9,000 trials and failed. And this journalist was running after him and came up to him and said, Mr. Edison, you must get your head examined. This is completely stupid. Now we have 9,000 failures and you still don't understand that this is stupid. You better get your head examined. But Mr. Edison, he said the following, which I think was great. He said, but I have not had 9,000 failures. In fact, I have 9,000 successful trials, although I didn't get light in the bulb. All I have to do, and listen to this, all I have to do is to use up all the examples that doesn't work. And then I will get light in my bulb. So he was an optimist. He managed to get another 1,000 times, and he managed to get it. And because of him, we have light here today. And there are many examples like that, with people who are really optimists and they had done the job, you see. Because the pessimist would have lost it long time ago. have always been and will always be an optimist. Some people think I'm crazy when I don't give up, but I know that at the end of the rainbow, when you really have stretched it, that's where the gold is. That's where the rewards are. And that's where it's worth being when the time comes. So you better be sure that whatever you want to have, it is there and no place else. Now, have any of you seen a really enthusiastic person? Have you seen one? Do you have one at your workplace?
Yes.
I'm happy to hear that, because enthusiastic people, they are optimists. That is a prerequisite of being an optimist. You get all these benefits, you know, attached to it, and you can be enthusiastic. Enthusiasm is also the same as what you call motivation. It comes from within. And enthusiasm comes from the two Greek words, theos, which means God, and ante, which means from within. So actually, what you call enthusiasm is a godly feelings from inside. And you can only have that if you are really excited about something. When you are really jumping up and down, telling people what you're going to do, like Mystica here, she's very enthusiastic, she's really happy, and she can't get, you know, to work, I'm sure, in the morning, and I'm sure she can't get, she hates to go to bed also, due to the fact that she really wants to do what she wants. And she's going to talk about her passion later also. I think we'll take it from there.